follow my finger with your eyes.
How much longer will Dr. Cuddy be?
Well, given the number of mojitos she's knocking back at the party, I'd say it's going to be at least 3 hours before she's even conscious.
Weren't you at the same party?
I don't drink. I want you to reach out and grab my cane.
What's wrong?
Your son's brain is losing control of his muscles.
Dr. Cuddy's message said it was just dehydration from the diarrhea.
She's wrong.
Is he gonna be all right?
I don't know. While you were all wearing your Frankie Says Relax t-shirts, I was treating a 73-year-old woman who went through this progression of symptoms, the last of which was, in case any of you missed that class in mid-school, that one's untreatable. Kids got the first 2. It took Esther an hour and 20 minutes to go from 2 to 3, and less than a day to make it all the way to the rear exit.
This is all because a child has some blood in his diarrhea. He's got a tummy ache. If there was any reason to think it was anything worse, Cuddy would be all over it.
Great. Do a colonoscopy.
And a 6-year-old kid who probably has nothing worse than some food poisoning.
And if you happen to find any purple papules, do me a favor and grab a slice. I want to check for Erdheim Chester.
A disease that there have been, what, maybe 200 reported cases of, ever?
If Esther's family had let me do an autopsy, there'd be 201.
It's not the first time I've seen this fire. About a month before Cameron was hired, some trucker came in here with these symptoms. House decided he was dying. 2 days and a spinal tap, bone marrow extraction, and 3 colonoscopies later, we send the guy home with a bunch of painkillers and a diagnosis of a bad cheese sandwich. One of the guys who worked here before me said House tried to cure Esther at least 3 other times. You know how people see the Virgin Mary in Danishes and stuff? Someone died 12 years ago, and House doesn't know why. House sees that case now, and paint peeling, and clouds, and now this poor kid.
It's not Erdheim Chester.
It's exactly what we said before, a garden variety viral gastroenteritis. Can we go back to the party?
Do a kidney biopsy. Esther's shut down in exactly...
This kid is not Esther. You screwed up. She died. I'm sorry, but that does not mean this kid is dying as well.
Jeez. I test you when you don't get any fuzz. Come on.
What'd the test say?
Colonoscopy was clean, and the biopsy was negative for Erdheim Chester.
So Ian's gonna be all right. It was just some sort of virus.
What's that?
Urine.
Oh, but it's brown.
Ian's kidneys are shutting down.
Still think it's not the same case? What explains everything?
E. coli HO157 causes bloody diarrhea and leads to hemolytic uremic syndrome. Toxins from the bacteria cause these kidneys to shut down. We should start him on plasmapheresis.
Clear, concise, and completely plausible. And exactly what I did last time. Didn't work. What else?
Goodpasture syndrome. Circulating antibodies cause kidney failure and bleeding.
But not the purple papules.
If you throw in Esther's next symptom, brain, makes me think heavy metal toxicity.
His hematocrit would have to be low. It's at 44, and Esther's never dropped below
42.
You have the file memorized?
It's my lucky number.
What? What's happening? Ian, come on. Honey, just relax. Ian, breathe. Come on, honey. Please. Please, honey.
cure the kid, we solve everybody's problems. How many?
Maybe 2 good pieces.
How many okay pieces?
3'd be pushing it.
3 tests, 7 choices. Okay, what's first?
Sarcoidosis seems most likely.
Yeah, so likely Cuddy's gonna think of that all on her own. She's got the kid's whole body to play with. Let her do that test. What's next?
It's moving too fast to be spreading. It has to be growing from something that's already there.
Genetic disorder, tuberous sclerosis.
Or it's his immune system, histiocytosis.
Well, there are more documented cases of histio amongst older people and tuberous sclerosis. Let's start with that. You want me out of here?
You come up with anything?
No.
Hey,
We can talk about it tomorrow.
I won the poker tournament. I totally played this guy Berman from Business Affairs. I got great cards, but I don't bet. Just call, no raises. Berman pairs his king on the flop. I keep calling. The river turns. I check. He can't stand it. He goes all in. He's sure he's won. I call. I flip him.
Pocket aces.
I nailed his ass.
The aces were hiding all along. Test him for Erdheim-Chester disease.
Erdheim-Chester, that's not even on the list.
Because we already did it. He tested negative.
So did Esther.
Disease lied.
Yeah, the tumor's got it in for you. Diseases don't lie.
Fine, it didn't lie. It's slow platus. We biopsied the colon. It hadn't reached the GI tract yet. It's there now. It's in his liver, his lungs.
You want it to be there. Because then you didn't screw up 12 years ago.
We can't waste our one test on the one disease we know it's not.
Run the test.
Sure about this?
Wait, let me think about that. Don't pressure me. Just run the damn test.
Cells look like macrophages.
That's a good start. Take your time and say it loud.
CD68 positive.
Start the treatment.